Hi everyone, I'm back with another pick a card reading. So today we'll be taking a look at what lies are you telling yourself, and this could be anytime, anywhere, any day of the year, regardless of when you watch this video. So the thing, interestingly, I have read all the piles and all of you guys are very honest in some ways, and I think what is to say is that most of you in common is that there's the kind of uniqueness in you guys. There's a weirdness in you, something that needs a bit of a self-love to embrace yourself individually. This also could do it mentally, spiritually, anything, so long as it's something that you're honest to yourself, okay? All in all, I see that honesty is a very important aspect in this whole reading. So without further ado, there are 3 piles here. So this is the first pile, second pile, and we have the third pile, which is of course the last pile. So go ahead, feel free to pause the video and see which cards called out to you, like which cards resonates with you, even though they look the same. So yeah, I mean that's about it, and we shall start with first pile. This is pile 1 reading if you chose pile 1. So today we'll be taking a look at what lies are you telling to yourself every day, every year, or maybe whole time right now. So this is going to be very interesting and I'm excited to see what is it. We are not going to have any oracle cards for today because all we want to know is just what lies are you telling to yourself. So let's get into the reading. So the first card we have here, the Sun. We have the 10 of Wands. Yes, that's right. You see this, 10 of Wands. And we have the 5 of Wands. Amazing. So what lies are you telling yourself? Well, the first thing you can see here, I can see that there's an obstacle with the 10 of Wands here. Now the 10 of Wands, when I look at it, it reminds me a lot of like forest. So what are you running away from? Like what are you trying to hide? I see that 10 of Wands is like a maze. So is your mind having a racing thoughts? Something to do with about yourself, like you're hiding yourself in the maze, like you're running, you know. The Sun here, my mom always say that this Sun card reminds her of stuff like decaying, like rotting because of the animal, you know, with the bones and then the sun over it. So what is it that is inside you that is rotting? What lies are you telling yourself that is so like the kind of rotting spirit in you? Are you taking on lots of faces? Are you bluffing people of your identity? This could do with values as well. With the 5 of Wands, there's definitely a conflict within yourself. Usually when we tell lies to ourselves, usually is about yourself, you know. The lies that you tell yourself is to comfort yourself. And I see here with the Sun, maybe you're comforting yourself to be happier, you know. But that Sun is the kind of poisonous Sun because we are looking at the Penny Dreadful cards, which shows the darker energy. So I think that you guys have to work on trying to be true to yourself, you know. Reconcile with a fact that you are trying to escape from, and with that in mind, the 10 of Wands is all about, I mean, what are you trying to commit? You know, 10 of Wands is about, also at the same time, it's about carrying a burden. So what are you committing? Are you committing yourself to telling more lies to yourself to make yourself feel better? Or are you trying to commit to yourself to improve your self-worth? Beauty. self-worth and beauty. That may be important to you, and that is something that requires commitment. No, like, how long are you going to tell yourself lies before things start to fall apart? With the sun card, as you can see here, the sun card itself already shows that some part of you is decaying, you know, something inside you that is rotting, and you still telling yourself lies to make yourself feel bright. So what is it? Okay, so these are the lies that you are telling yourself. With that in mind, okay, so these two cards here, according to the guide, is that the guidebook itself, it's about commitment. So I see that you guys are trying to commit to a goal, which I have mentioned, but the kind of goal is it's straining you, you know, like it's like pushing you down, like it ties you down, something being tied. Like if like, as I mentioned in the beginning, it's about forest. So what are you running away from? What are you trying to hide? You see here, something's missing. What are you trying to remove? Looks like you guys may have the chances that you guys may erase some part of your past. Okay, that's what I see here. And when you try to erase something from your past, usually when you erase something from the past, it's like you're trying to forget the parts of you. So I think that this, what it tells me a lot is that you guys need to embrace yourself, you know. Don't because of something embarrassing or whatsoever that you feel that you need to go and hide yourself, when there isn't the need to hide anything. Because with the sun card again, sun is about trying to go out in peace, you know, being happy. In the original tarot deck itself, sun has always been associated to being in a childlike energy, being all innocent, enjoying the basking sun. So I think this is really a time for you to get out in the sun, you know, be yourself, be true to yourself. Don't lie because you feel you need to make yourself look good, you know. Because 10 of Wands, I have mentioned in some of my other readings, 10 of Wands is about overburdening yourself. So that overburden is caused by not about external factors, but it's something in you that you keep telling yourself every time, a lies that you just want to remove, that past, a history that you just don't want to tell people. So even though, yes, I mean, you don't have to tell people your past, but at the same time, the past is not something to be forgotten. It should be something that you carry within you to make yourself, it's experience, you know, it's life, you know. Life always has its ups and downs, but here I see that you guys are trying to erase off a past, something that is bad, something that is always in conflict. And I see here that because some of the sticks here, pay attention on the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, you notice that half of the sticks are gone. Interesting, because 10 of Wands to 5 of Wands, we have cut down by half the number of it. So something is erased. Like, it's, you can think of it in a way like, Stalin in the history that I learned in secondary school is that Stalin tends to erase people out of the history if the people offend him, or he just don't want people to know the ugly side of it. So it's like you guys are like photoshopping things out of your life. This is what I see here. Photoshopping. Photoshopping is the right word to describe how I see in this whole scenario here. So I think all in all, this is a good reading, no? This reading shows me a lot about your internal conflict within yourself. It's not really a dark aspect, it's very bright because of the sun card. It's just that sun, the light itself could be more brighter if you guys not shed away the past, you know. and instead of shedding away, you guys should be embracing that part of you, you know. And sun as well, sun could also be about transformation, shedding old skin to come up with a new. And I see here that this dinosaur, this tiny dinosaur, doesn't have a skin. You look at him, he's all bones. So no matter what skin you wear, that inside you will never change. Experience can never be taken away, even no matter how much you try to eradicate them. Yep, and this is all I have for you, Part 1. If you do like this reading, please do like the video and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't, if you are new to my pick a card reading. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. This is Part 2 reading if you chose Part 2. So today we'll be taking a look at what lies are you telling to yourself. This could be like every month, every year, or all the time, maybe even now, you know. I'm excited to know what this reading is about, and let's dive into the reading. And before that, I won't be using any oracle cards since we are just looking at what lies are you telling to yourself. So yeah, let's start. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So what lies are you telling to yourself? I see that number 2 seems to be a very important aspect in this reading. I don't know why. Number 2 in all the tarot readings, they have one thing in common, is that they always seem to blind themselves. Like Two of Swords, we always notice the woman sitting on the car bench with the choppy waters behind her, and she is holding her swords. Like she's like in the kind of crossing manner. She's blindfolded. Even with the Two of Pentacles, though that person's not really blindfolded, we see the guy, he's like juggling with the kind of like the coins in his hands, the kind of thing. And with the Queen of Swords, she's always alone. And in this case here, for the Penny Dreadful guy, what they say is that it has to do with melancholy. They put it as like the Queen of Swords is a widow. Widow. I'm thinking of like the Black Widow, not the Black Widow from the Marvel's movie. I mean as in the spider. Because the Queen of Swords here, I see that you guys are someone who are very strong, you know, very determined, know what to do and all that such. And if people hurt you, you will sting people back. Like you see here, jellyfish usually has like the kind of electricity in them, so there's something in you that can sting people. And with that in reverse, I don't know what happened. Something turned dark, you know, something turns darker inside you with the Two of Swords in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So what lies are you telling yourself? It's very hazy, you know. What I see here from the 3 cards, they don't really tell me about your lies. And I see here that you guys are very good at concealing your thoughts. With the Queen of Swords, it makes sense because Queen of Swords is someone who is always alone. I mean, she is different from the King of Swords, you know. King of Swords, he is alone, but he does interact with people because after all, he's like an emperor, you know. He's a planner, he's an organizer. But Queen of Swords is different. Like, you guys are very defensive. With the fact that we have the swords here in play, I see that you guys are hiding the kind of thoughts. Like, maybe you guys are hiding plans. Like, are you scheming? You know? Are you trying to it's not in a bad way, but like you guys are having some plans in your tippy toe. This is what I see here for the swords itself. With that in mind, as mentioned in Two of Pentacles, is about instability and fluctuation. So definitely there's kind of fluctuation here with the Two of Pentacles. I see here that you guys are juggling. So you guys are balancing things out. You are trying to conceal your thoughts. You are trying to conceal whatever that you have, and you don't want people to know. But again, it's very hazy. Like, you guys are very good in hiding. Like, to you, this is your own strength. Like, how are we going to look at it in if you guys are hiding? And interesting enough, I see you guys not just able to hide thoughts, but you guys are able to hide your weaknesses as well, because it's so clear. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords in reverse, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. They don't show me weaknesses. Maybe let's say that Queen of Swords in reverse, the best I can tell you is that she is very cold. She's very cold and merciless. She doesn't care, no? She's in her own kind of zone that she's able to sting people. With that in reverse, I see that this energy turned into a kind of darker mode here. And if I pay attention to her face, she's a bit of there's a kind of concerned look here. Are you guys overthinking? Maybe. No, after all, with the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords, swords are always about clarity. So maybe you guys, what lies are you telling yourself is maybe have to do with plans, you know? Are you comforting yourself because something didn't go your way? Or is there a failure that you did not try to resolve, you know? That is why you are having hard time balancing, having that fluctuation within you. And since we have the Queen of Swords, Swords is after all mainly pertaining to air energy. So air energy, these people tend to be more on the logical side. So is there some emotions that you're like pinning down, like you don't want to see it or you don't want to touch it at all? Maybe you guys have a kind of heartbreak, but you don't want people to know. And interesting with the heartbreak is that if there's one more sword here, we can say that definitely there's a kind of setback, disappointment in here. Interesting. Very interesting. Just as I'm talking about erasing, like there's supposed to be additional sword here. Look at it, it's missing, right? I also did mention to Pile 1 that there's a chances that they are trying to eradicate some stuff from their life that they don't want to tell people. But yours is nearly similar to Pile 1, but you guys in a way is different. You guys are not eradicating. You guys purposely omitted some part of the aspects in this whole reading here. There's something missing, like something's not complete. Maybe inside you there's something that is not complete. Maybe you guys want love, you know, because after all, Queen of Swords, she's a nice person, you know, deep down she's a nice woman. She cares about people a lot, and with her sword up, she's always ready in her defense to protect the people around her. But with that, she tend to be lonely, you know, and that isn't her fault or anything. It's just human nature. And I see that you guys want to be loved, you know. I mean, who doesn't want to be loved, right? Maybe you guys always consoling yourself. I see the fact that maybe you guys have been crying yourself to sleep at night. Okay, maybe you guys are in a way very messed up, you know. With the Two of Pentacles here, if you pay attention, the person, there's the kind of like wet, like she's losing the kind of her mind and everything. So definitely there's an aspect of sadness here. There's a kind of gloominess here. But with that, it's blocked. I think you guys are not tackling how you feel right now, and instead maybe you're postponing it. I see here there's a chances that you guys are postponing something that needs to be faced with courage, you know, with courage. And the lies that you are telling yourself is the lies that you comfort yourself in order to not feel alone, no? You guys don't want to be alone, you want to be loved. At the same time, you guys omit out some stuff in your reading here because you don't want people to see the real you. And I mean, it makes sense because Queen of Swords, after all, she's a kind of a mysterious person, and apart from being icy cool and such, she never really show people her true thoughts. Okay, so whatever that it is that you're facing, it's normal. I mean, it's okay, but at the same time, that people should know who you really truly are inside you. And if there's something, if that person really loves you, and I mean, if they don't like you back, it's okay, you know, because Queen of Swords, after all, you guys are independent on your own. You strike out on your own. You know how to defend and be capable on your own terms, your own merit, like your meritocracy, the kind of such. You have your crown here, so you have the mind, the ideals to change people's belief even when people don't stand for you. Okay, so I see that you guys are always needing to protect yourself, and this is why you lie to yourself in order to feel that you're in control. Okay, so I think that is about it for part 2. If you do like this reading, feel free to like the video, and if you are new here, do also subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. So have a good day. Hope that your matter will be resolved, something in you that needs to be resolved. Show the world the real you. Try to work out on your balance, work out on trying to be more open, and yeah, that's all about it. Okay, so have a good day. This is poetry reading if you chose poetry. So today we'll be taking a look at what lies are you telling yourself. So this could be like every year, every month, every day, or right now, you know, like depending on when you watch this reading. So we'll be using this deck from the Penny Dreadful. I won't be taking out oracle cards since we are just looking at what lies you tell yourself, you know. So let us get to the bottom of this reading. I can't wait to see what are the cards. So we had the Hierophant. Lovely. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, the first thing that comes to my mind when I see the Wheel of Fortune, I see here as trying to take charge of a destiny. With the Hierophant card, again, it's something of I don't know, this energy reminds me of sadly I cannot remember who's the author name. I believe the author is the guy who got drunk outside the street and then he died mysteriously from some alcohol poisoning. Back then it wasn't called alcohol poisoning. Oh dear, I forgot who's this author name. He's the one who wrote about the crows and such, like deaths and all these kind of things. This is what I see from the Hierophant card. It's like you guys have the tendency to go into the dark energy here, okay? With the Hierophant card and the Wheel of Fortune, there's a dark energy that you guys are very inclined with. Like you guys are very natural with that whole dark energy around you, and you are very contented with it because of the Ten of Cups. Because Ten of Cups is about being contented, having this lasting happiness. Usually what you see is the original tarot deck is the couple, they are like looking out in the sun I mean the sky with the rainbow around there, and you see the children playing with that here. I see that instead of children, I see that you guys are very contented in the darkness that you are putting yourself into. You feel happy with it, like you feel that kind of familiarity with it. This is what I see for the Hierophant card and the Wheel of Fortune, is that you guys feel inspired by that energy, like very inspired. Like you guys take the dark energy like it's a very positive thing, and you guys embrace it in such a way that when I say what lies are you telling yourself, it's the kind of lies that you love to tell yourself every day, you know. And it's not even lies, like it's the truth. So it's very interesting here. Like, oh god, I can't remember who's that author name. It's just not in my mind right now. I mean, the author himself has a very weird energy within him, and after his wife died, he married his own cousin. He's very absorbed into that world, and then he get taken advantage by people, and maybe that's how he died. I can't remember who's the author name. Jeez, man. Right. It's that energy. It's like that author's energy. And I see the fact that with the Hierophant card, there's a chances that you guys find comfort in dead people. And is that the lie that you are telling people? Like, you never it's not even a lie, it's the kind of like facts that you don't tell people, because to people it is weird, you know. It's something that of course you can't tell people you like to surround yourself with dead people energy, right? It's make no sense here. Like you guys, like I can see that if you don't like the kind of dead people, I see that more of a conspiracy theories. With the Hierophant card, I see that yeah, I mean there's kind of theories. You guys like theories and conspiracies. Hierophant at the same time, it can also refer to education as well. Like you guys deep down intuitively you know something. And with the Wheel of Fortune, again, there's a lot of a cycle of intuitiveness here, because Wheel of Fortune is about destiny, you know. You take charge of your own destiny. And I see here again, you like to dance in with the devil, you know. Even though this is not a devil card, but you pay attention, this guy has the snake around him, like it's like he just like it, you know. He's immersed into that energy, like he's dance with it, like he's like Arthur Flex dancing in the restroom. Like you guys enjoy it. I see here that maybe you do some bad things and you love it. This is a very dark energy. This is not just dark, but it's a kind of energy. I mean, I understood this energy, but it's strange because it's something that no one even knows about it. It's like you guys love it until it's become part of you, and when people see you for it, they see you as someone who is like this weird person, you know. And people love weird, you know. People these days like to see weird things, and you guys are that weirdness, that group of weirdness. Yeah, but I mean, after all, I think there's maybe in some part of you that you guys are lying to yourself. It's not a lie, but maybe subconsciously there's something in you that you require some help, support. If some of you are finding yourself the same, like you feel weird or you feel that something is not right with you and such, that you want to talk to somebody, I mean, you really do need to talk to a counselor or anybody who could understand you. But I see that with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune and all that, I see that even if you tell somebody, maybe your loved ones, maybe in a way nobody understand you, you know. because a lot of people don't immerse into this kind of energy here, because again, to people's eyes, is that you guys are weird, and some people like it, some people don't, especially if it's the older generation. They tend to be not so open. So this could be you if you are living in a country where aging population is very prominent, like very common in the society. And I see you guys, the imagery in my head is that you guys do walk around alone and nobody notices you. Why I say so? Because of the Ten of Cups here. It's like you guys walk around unknowingly and nobody knows how big things, how great you guys are. With the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, I see that you guys have an ability that no one has, an ability that is so rare, and people always tend to put rare people, like they outcast them. I see you guys as an outcast. The lies that you tell yourself is not really a lies, and if you are someone who feel judged, maybe that's the lie that you're telling yourself, is that you need to change yourself. You keep telling yourself some stuff that to make yourself feel accepted. Of course, if you are someone who's outcast, surely you must have tell yourself some lies to make yourself feel better, right? But you guys love this energy. So maybe you guys are putting up a kind of persona, a facade that is making you feel uneasy, Speaking of Arthur Flex, I now recall is that Arthur Flex himself put up a facade to accommodate to society. He had a job acting as an entertainer and such, and then he got into trouble because his colleagues played him. So there's a role that you guys are playing in the society, and inside you, this is you. I don't see any lies here, but I see here these are the real you, the qualities in you that makes you who you are, but you are not showing to the world, because to the world they see it as a very strange thing. And that's to say what? Screw society, because society, after all, they don't care. Be unique, be yourself. As I have mentioned to, I believe, Pal 1, is that you guys you guys can embrace that part of yourself, because there's a lot of an ability here, and if people are really that kind, I'm sure that they will be more understanding. Maybe in some ways that people should be more tolerant to you guys, but at the same time also to not dwell too much on the dark aspects that you guys are carrying within you. Okay, so I think that is about it for Pile 3. If this reading resonates with you or makes you feel less kind of familiarity, do like this video, and if you are new here, do subscribe to my channel as well. And yeah, that's about it. I hope that this whole talk does help you in some way, and I wish you all the best in your journey to find a purpose for yourself, and I will see you guys next time.